What is going on, guys? It is Lely2SX here, and this is episode 8 of the MyClub series. As you can see, we got off to a great start in Division 8, even though the ref did try his very hardest to screw me in the last episode. So we start off this episode in match day 2 of Division 8, and we have a quick look at our opponent. You look at his starting 11, and you'd think there's not too much to worry about. Alright, he's got Huntelaar up front, but he has to be provided the service. He's not a sort of player that can make stuff on his own. So I thought I should fancy my chances against this opponent. So we go into the action, and Marco Reus has his first time effort blocked. It's probably going to be saved by the keeper anyway, but it's a decent effort on goal. And then from the corner, chances were actually hard to come by in this match. Tosic does really well to actually craft a chance. And then my opponent woke up, and maybe woke up's a bit of an understatement, because he actually comes banging on my door trying to force this ball into the back of the net, and I somehow managed to survive this scare here. Then he started to show me why he's in Division 4, and it's not because he's lucky. His build-up play was actually really great. He started using the full width of the pitch, spreading my defence about, and then he's picking up little pockets of space, but his finishing just wasn't up to it yet. But then here comes the moment which really annoys me, and it's, you know what's going to happen. It only happens against me in this PES, because it doesn't really happen that often. But he plays the through ball, which my defender really should have caught out there, and then Huntelaar gets one-on-one, and that's the one thing I didn't want Huntelaar to do. He wasn't one that was going to make them chances himself. He's going to be one that gets given them chances, and I did well not to give him many of them chances. But that one moment there where the computer really should have intercepted that pass for me really did cost me. And then I'm really surprised here that Mavuba, whose work rate is 99 and who's got the stamina, didn't manage to get goal side of him there. I think he knew Huntelaar's legs were going, so he just took a shot from distance which went wide. And then I bring on Nasri and Osvaldo. He brings on Ibrahimovic, which I didn't realise at the time, because I was just chasing a goal. I didn't really give a damn who we put on. I was just so focused on getting my own goal. And then Osvaldo and Nasri, with a little bit of luck there, how that somehow manages to get to Nasri, and a bit more luck there because his defender really should have cut out that pass back to Osvaldo. But an immediate impact from the bench gets it back to 1-1. And at this moment I was just looking at 3 points. I wasn't even thinking about dropping another point. And this is when I realised, damn, he's got Ibrahimovic on. When he got into that position and composed himself, I thought, that's it. There's no way I'm going to stop this going in. And that's exactly what he did. He put it into the back of the net, stole the points away from me, and he earned himself a victory. It was actually a good match as well, so I'm not going to knock him back. It was a good match. So we go into the second match of this episode, third match of the season. And as you can see, my opponent, who's meant to be a level 2 strength team, he's got Bale, he's got Pirlo. I'm thinking, I wish I had them 2 fucking players. I don't mind being level 2 for that. But then I did kind of underestimate this guy, because I was thinking level 2 strength team, and he just rips me apart straight away with Bale. Made me actually sit up and think, what the fuck is going to go on here? I actually at that moment thought I was going to get like trounced on. I thought, that's it, I'm going to get battered. And then some really bad defending here. I don't know how Shane Long gets through there. But as you saw, my first chance of the match did come around the 30-minute mark, so chances weren't coming easily for me. But I get the ball to Marco Reus, who uses his master key to unlock this defence. And watch Benteke here. He runs across and he actually takes Dante out of the game and gives Marco Reus a free shot on goal after his brilliant little solo dribble to make it 1-1. And then right at the end of the half, Benteke nicks the ball off the last defender, and he really should have put it into the back of the net to make it 2-1. I'm not saying that I deserved the lead, but the way the chance came and the chance he had, he should have put it into the back of the net to make it 2-1. So after this guy grabbed my attention and woke me up, it didn't take long for me to get the lead. First attack of the second half, Michael Reus smashes it against the post, and he somehow managed to stick his foot into the rebound and makes it 2-1. And then here I started to feel the momentum with me, so I decided to go for a decent effort on goal with Benteke, who ends up dragging it just wide. And then this move here, which you're seeing now, is inspired by Benteke and Marco Reus combination. Obviously you can tell who's played by who, and it pays off massively for Osvaldo as he sticks it into the back of the net. And then this, what you're seeing right now, it just reminds me of Nasri of the Arsenal days, where he gets into the box and he does these little shimmies, twists and turns, and he ends up hitting the post, but he gets to the rebound and makes it 4-1. A bit unfair on the other guy in terms of the scoreline, although I did kind of have a lot more efforts on goal. He did play well. 4-1 was maybe a harsh scoreline on my opponent. But now we go for a player using 2 3-star agents, and I end up getting a gold ball. This player is actually a left back, so he's going to be fighting it out with my other left back, whose overall is 78. So none of their places are safe. Whoever feels the better player will actually get the starting lineup in my team. So now we're going to the third match of this episode, and it's the fourth match of the season. And when I saw this guy's formation. I had already played against 3-5-2 a few times. I normally rip it apart, and when I saw this guy's team, I saw the formation, I thought I'm going to be all over this guy, and straight away I give the ball away cheaply, and I nearly got punished horribly there. A bit of a dull reaction off the post. I expected that ball to come flying off the post. I don't know how it ends up just kind of coming back softly and just rolling in front of my keeper. But then here it made me laugh, this goal did, because all I did was pick up the ball and run straight. I don't know what he was afraid of. He didn't bother marking the guy on the ball until it was too late. So I get an early lead against this 3-5-2, and I thought, that's it, it's going to be goals galore. So I put a ball into the box. Benteke misses it, and Marco Reus from 6 yards out somehow manages to miss the target. And then you saw the connection sign pop up right at the end of that attack. And then after that moment, the connection sign popped up. The game never felt the same again in terms of the connection. The connection never felt great, and Barnetta really should have done better. The connection didn't do anything with that attack, but the connection made defending for me a lot harder, because I obviously use a style where it's all about being in the correct positions for my defenders, and then other times I decide to rush in. But at that moment, I tried being in the right position, but it just wouldn't react quickly enough for me. So his only effort on target goes into the back of the net, and he ends up being 1-1 at half time. So he actually starts getting a lot more chances, because as you can see, the connection just wasn't great for me. And when this happened, I thought, oh my god, this isn't going to be my game. And then I actually win the ball high up the pitch, and you can just start to see how the game was playing. It just did not feel right with this connection. So you start to see a bit of almost bollocks going on here, not in just one moment in that attack, but it actually happens here again. So look, watch this. Instead of running to the ball, somehow he manages to avoid it, and then Nasri right then has a really good first touch, and his keeper does well to smother it and keeps it at 2-1 for him. So I felt like a really bad result, because I felt had the connection been found all the way, I'm sure I would have got a lot more goals in me. So we end this episode with 2 defeats and only 1 win. So that leaves me with still a decent position in this league. I only need 6 more points from 6 more games. I'll back myself to do that all day long. So guys, I hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, remember to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see how I get on in the rest of this season, remember to subscribe. And thanks for watching, guys.